How much do you lie?
Never.
Why?
Never.
How long have you been vegan?
5 years.
Do you feel a moral superiority to other people?
No.
What do you think about meat eaters? The meat, not like the peanut.
Brainwashed?
So you do think you're better. If you think that everyone's brainwashed but you're a little better than everyone.
Everyone was brainwashed, but me.
That's everyone.
The meat eater?
Like 99%, right?
No, I don't think so. It's probably less than that.
Okay, so you're better than 96% of people.
Probably. But not because I'm vegan, though.
Why?
I'm an empathetic person. The things that I choose to do and like the way I care about people is why I think I'm like a better person. Yeah.
Does that make a lot of sense? You think you're so empathetic that it makes you better than other people? So you care so much about other people that you're better than them?
Wait, I thought we were talking about jealousy. I help people. That's what I do. People are so jaded that they literally just like listen to like their own experience and then it clouds their judgment of other people.
Can you give me an example?
What's happening right now?
What am I doing?
You're not asking me about jealousy. You're asking me about my perspective, which has nothing to do with your podcast. So it's like,
But it's all related.
because everybody has something that makes them unique and beautiful. I have no reason to be jealous because I love who I am. So love who you are and own your choices. There's no need to be jealous of nobody.
How much do you lie?
Never.
Bye. I had a realization. I was in Miami with my girl, and a couple guys from the beach, like working on the chairs and stuff like that, came out to me like, "Yo, I love your videos, bro. Keep it up. Fist pound. Move on." And then the same amount of times, my girl was getting the same attention. "Wow, you're so beautiful. I love what you do with your hair. Thank you." I was like, why do we have the same self-esteem? It took my whole life sitting in the basement of a train station with an ungrateful cameraman. You know what she did? Took a shower, put on some lotion. Not admitting that or seeing that is living in a level of ignorance that I think is a lie. I needed to work my whole fucking life for what you get by showering. That's the basis of how the world sees us. If you can't admit that, then you're living in a lie. AIDS sex must have hit different.
Well, I remember those days as well.
How much do you lie?
Very rarely. I try to be very honest. Architect and a professor, so I'm pretty honest.
Can I ask you a personal question? Are you a top?
Yes.
Do you think bottoms earn their confidence, or do bottoms just like get confident because they're the pretty boys?
I think that if we start to identify roles, top and bottom, then I don't think it's healthy.
Someone takes the male role, right?
Somebody takes the dominant role. Very little difference between straight and gay relationships, in my view.
So the bottoms do get confidence just from being themselves, like women?
Yes, exactly. Well, they know that they hold the...
They hold the power. They hold the market, the sex marketplace, so they don't have to earn their confidence. They just get to walk around with the asses out, right?
Exactly. I think a lot of men today, straight men today, are much more experimental.
More straight men are doing gay stuff?
Yes, I do.
You're converting a lot of straight guys in the gym and stuff?
No, never. But I see a lot of, at the gym or at yoga, I see a lot of
fruity behavior.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's because we're trying to push this thing so much of like we're all equal, there's no gender roles, and so everyone's doing gay shit and they don't know why.
Well, I'm older, obviously, older than...
But you saw the shift, because like there used to be a more specific gender role, right? And now, in probably the last 10 years, everybody's gay.
The gender fluidity right now is
insane, right?
Amazing, yeah.
It's amazing, like good?
Because I'm a professor, I teach millennials or Gen Zs, and they're very comfortable with gender fluidity, Yeah.
But just because they're comfortable in class doesn't mean that like it's helping the world. I get that they're like, I'm confident, I'm identifying, and you're like, great, express yourself, because you had to experience being a gay man and not being able to fully out yourself. I'm telling you that these people want your experience of being gay. They want to have the this is forbidden thing. How fun was it to fuck in the 80s, right?
Yeah, well,
that was the best time, right? Everyone was fucking in basements and shit. Like, the forbidden aspect of it. It was like, this is wrong. That's why it was fun. Everybody thought it was this dirty thing. You're fucking guys.
District, exactly.
You guys are packing meat in the district and shit. Like, that's insane. And then now what they want is that same level of, oh, society doesn't like me. The thing is, we don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck.
Level playing field. So there are no eagle, fisting in the basement.
Eagle fisting?
None.
What the fuck is eagle fisting?
What? There's a bar.
Don't tell me.
There's a bar called Eagle, and if you go downstairs, there's some crazy shit going on down there. Yeah.
These people, the they, thems, the gender fluid, they don't even fuck. You know that?
That's just.
They don't fuck.
It's just like cuddle. They're just cuddle.
It's just not sex. There's no male, there's no female, so they're just laying there. I don't know what to do, and they just put a leg here. That's sex to them.
We had real sex.
You guys were fucking meat pat like fisting and shit. Like, damn, bro. God, Freddie Mercury, like evil leather jacket sex, man.
I love Freddie Mercury. I loved him. Yeah.
AIDS sex must have hit different.
He was like having an affair with his cousin. It was crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you late for? What are you going to?
Brunch with a friend.
Is she already there?
Yeah.
What is your excuse for being late?
I have no excuse. I'm just a late person.
What did you tell her?
I told her I was on the way like 20 minutes ago.
So is that a lie?
That was a lie. She'll figure it out now.
Is that a justified lie?
I think so. I think every New Yorker's late, so it's okay.
So do you think that she knows that you're lying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then why lie?
You got me there. I have no answer to this.
When do you get mad when people lie to you?
No, because I'm always like this.
You're single, right?
Yeah.
When was the last boyfriend you had?
When or what? A couple months ago.
How long were you together?
4 months? 5.
Didn't you get mad when he lied to you?
He didn't lie to me, actually.
Did it?
Nope, never.
Why did you break up with him?
He moved to Berlin.
He never lied to you?
He never lied to me. Yeah. He was probably the only honest one I've ever had. This is like longer than a minute. Yeah. Help.
Is he the one that got away?
No. We were better off as friends.
Why is that?
I mean, we started out as like best friends, so yeah.
You friend zoned him.
Yeah, I did.
So you lost attraction for him.
Yeah, I did. Is this podcast gonna like be on the internet?
So what was your relationship before that one?
My first one.
How long
Yeah.
was that?
4 years.
He was lying to you.
Oh, he was lying. Yeah.
Don't you see the difference? How you lost attraction for this guy who was not the perfect guy, but then the man line, you love to be in you don't treat me the right way, and you were attracted to him the whole time, right? Did you ever friend zone him or did he leave?
I have no comments about this. Thank you guys. I should run to brunch now.
Thank you. Are you really late?
What is this? I'd love to find
Last
out.
question. What makes you jealous?
Not much. Nothing. Yeah, no. Jealousy's dumb.
Why do you think that 4-year boyfriend was lying to you? What do you think his reasoning was?
He was jealous of me.
Oh, that's why he was lying? What was he jealous of?
I don't know. I guess I'm jealous.
Do know.
Okay, fine. I think it's because I'm a lot more secure as a person than him. And so I think he took it out on me because of that. And I'm just like a lot more successful, which eventually took a toll.
Why do you think you were attracted to him the whole time?
Because I was toxic. Okay. Yeah. But I'm healthy now, guys.
How were you toxic if he was the one lying?
By staying. Yeah.
Well, what was he lying about mostly? Fucking other bitches?
He was like having an affair with his cousin. It was crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Wow. I did not expect to like share my life story here.
Wait, so how long? Okay. But you didn't even leave right away. How long did you stay after the affair with the cousin? You stayed for at least 4 months.
I mean, I was dumb. I believed in him.
What was his reasoning? Like, oh, she's not like that.
It's not. He was like he denied it, and he denied it till the end, and then we broke up, and then they got together.
Wait, like blood cousin?
No, they're not blood. They're like I don't know, like fourth removed. I don't know what it is, but it's like family stuff.
They're the same
They
reunions.
were at Thanksgiving, kind of like yeah. It was lit, yeah.
Did you actually believe him or did you just like the lie?
I was naive. I believed him. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't.
What made you realize he was lying?
I don't know. I guess when he would actually come to New York all the time. This is where she lived, and I would be like, oh, he's having fun in New York, but he was just seeing her. Yeah.
It's just so insane to me that a 4-year cousin fucker gets more attraction than the 4-month honest guy from Berlin. The 4-month honest Berlin guy you got attracted to.
Because it was, but I liked that relationship better, which is why it ended.
These guys joined in the weirdest part of the conversation. Like, I promise we weren't.
I'd be like, hey, why don't you look at my ass?
What's your name?
Santa, like Santa without the T.
Are you a ho ho ho? Ho ho ho.
No, I don't think so. No, I'm not.
Ho ho ho. How much do you lie?
How much do I lie? I'm actually a really bad liar, so I try not to. Yeah, I say I'm truthful like 90% of the time.
What's the 10%?
Maybe to my friends, like if they're really confident about an outfit, but I'm not quite feeling it. If they love it, then that's the important part. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, I think it looks bad, and then because that brings their confidence down, you know.
So you lie to
Spare their feelings.
spare their feelings.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, my friends all of them are hot though, but it's just sometimes.
Not all the time though, obviously.
Right. But we also just have different tastes, so that's why. So.
Do you think that's justified lying?
If it's not going to bring them any benefit, then why tell them?
But isn't the truth beneficial?
Damn.
Even though it might hurt their feelings now, wouldn't that be better long term to know that they look fat in that dress?
Fuck.
Ho ho ho.
Maybe. I don't know. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Do you get mad when people lie to you?
Yes. Well, damn. I'll just say yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Because I personally would want to know the truth, I guess, like if I do look bad to them or not. So, and I don't know. I just feel like I would just, even though it would hurt my feelings, I would rather know. So like.
Why don't you apply that logic to your friends?
Damn.
My friends are over here laughing, by the way. They're all looking at their clothes like, am I ugly right now?
They look good. Well, it's just like.
How do we know? What if you're lying?
No, I'm telling the truth 100%, but I know some.
90%.
Ooh, but okay, just right now I'm saying it 100%, but I also.
What makes you the most jealous?
Like if we were out on dinner and like he was like flirting with the waitress and stuff, I think that would make, like if it's right in front of me, I'd be like, hey, why don't you look at my ass? Like that, or whatever. Yeah, I would.
Why is that the first thing you're saying?
To look at me instead of her? Well, because I feel like it's really easy for us to compare yourself to them. I think that's like the first thing that girls think about is like, oh, what does she have that I don't have? So I think that would be why. That would be my first question.
Yeah. An ass, you know? Then why don't you say that felt disrespectful? Why are you saying, why aren't you looking at me?
People kind of just say anything in the heat of the moment. So I don't know if her answers were 100% truthful or if she was just saying that to like give you what you wanted to hear. I kind of want you to ask me the same things so I can give you my answers.
How much do you lie?
I feel like I'm in an interview now.
This is what the fuck this is, yeah.
Say you're talking to somebody new and they ask how many bodies you got and you want to be like, tell them you got like 5 bodies, but you're really in like the teens. So that's a good.
That's why you multiply by 3.
Say
face from what? You're afraid that he's going to call you a whore or something?
I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know, because it doesn't hurt me. It wouldn't hurt me if somebody called me a whore.
So what are you saving face from?
I guess from what they think of me.
And what do they think? For more bodies, you're a whore. So what's wrong with being a whore?
I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with being a whore. Because
Then why are you lying about it?
it's just because when you first meet someone and you're getting with someone, you know, you want to, I guess.
You don't want them to think you're a whore,
You want to show them the best version of yourself.
which is not a whore.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
So then what's wrong with being a whore?
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a whore. I think that there's a stigma that people like put to being a whore. Cause like,
Aren't you abiding by that by lying?
yeah, kind of actually. But you know, if you're a whore, just live that truth. Like, just be that. You know. But yeah, you're right. You ain't gotta lie about it. Okay, I see.
How confident are you?
I would like to say on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm maybe like a 7 or 8. I met Angus Cloud the other day, and when I met him, I was Angus Cloud. You know who that is? Oh, yeah, Fez. Yeah, Fez. I met him the other day, and I was shaking like while I met him. So I don't think I'm that confident. So I don't know. I'm probably like a 5 or 6.
Where do you see your insecurities? Why do you think you were shaking when you met him?
Because I'm from Tennessee. I don't meet a lot of celebrities where I'm from. And so it just really excited me. But I don't think it was anything that like made me insecure. It was just like, damn, I'm really meeting him. So I got nervous.
Shaking is a little bit insecure. It's nervous, at least. That's like close.
Yeah, it's insecurities.
It's a little different than insecurities, but it's a level of like, don't you think like that's a feeling of inferiority?
Okay, yeah, you're right.
The presence of somebody on TV.
Yeah, because afterwards I was like, damn, I shouldn't have felt like that. He's just a normal person.
Why do you think that he was better than you?
I don't necessarily think that he was better than me. I think I was just excited. I was just like, damn, this is.
You excited to meet somebody so important.
Yeah, maybe.
Better, you know?
Okay, if you want to put it like that, then yeah, maybe in the moment I did think, wow, he's on Euphoria. He's a little better than me because he's well known and popular, you know. But damn, he's really making me.
Do you get jealous?
Do I get jealous? Yeah, I definitely get jealous.
What do you think makes you the most jealous?
If I'm committed to someone and they supposed to be giving their attention to me, and I see them giving it to someone else, in like the slightest form, then yeah, it's gonna piss me off. But
do you think that makes them have any more commitment towards you?
I don't know, man, because I feel like you have some people that like when you get jealous, and then you have those other people. Because to me,
Isn't that toxic?
it is toxic as fuck. But
So why are you trying to do that?
some people like that shit. Like
You're
me,
testing, say, oh, maybe you're toxic too?
I guess. Because like me, if I see somebody
You have
get
to acknowledge you're willingly encouraging toxic relationships.
a little bit, yeah, I will acknowledge that. It's exciting. You can't lie. Toxicity is exciting.
It's spicy, right?
Yeah, sometimes at least.
I think if people can't find a relationship that's exciting without toxicity, they're just boring people. Because the most exciting thing about you is your jealous feelings.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, you got me on that one. But
Just realized that now. Like I said that like I thought about it before you.
okay. Dang, you got me in the stump now. Because if you never argue, if you don't have anything to argue about, then I feel like you don't really necessarily care about that person. Because as a human, you should have strong emotions to push you to want to.
You shouldn't just argue to argue, which is what you're saying you're doing.
Is that what it's? That's what it's coming across as. I guess my thoughts aren't making it to you how I want them to. Because I guess I'm not saying it right.
You're saying it right. I'm just.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you find in your life that you don't relate to a lot of women your age?
Yes, but not really in a I'm not like other girls kind of way.
But you just not in like a I'm unique, but like you just don't think the same way.
Again, not exactly. I feel like each individual and each other like woman my age,
So that thought doesn't cross your mind? No?
it does cross my mind, but I feel like everyone's like a unique individual.
That's true, but that thought you do think that frequently, correct?
On occasion.
What confidence level do you think most girls walk around feeling? Because your ideas of confidence stem from like a male idea of confidence, like being right or wrong. I don't think a lot of women use that as a barometer of their confidence. They get a lot of confidence from their looks. It seems like you have more of a moral righteousness thing going on that's more male oriented.
I don't want to call it righteousness, and I don't feel like it's a gendered thing either. I mean, I'm a Virgo, I'm an earth sign, and I feel like that perfectionism is true when it comes to earth signs. I don't think it's gendered or like male oriented, but I do feel like it's maybe social media portrays women as feeling the need to look better, to feel better, and that is true to an extent, but I feel like a lot of people's thoughts on confidence can get a lot deeper than that, and maybe either they don't realize it or they just don't voice it.
But then why do you think that you don't think like most girls your age?
I don't necessarily.
You said that you do. You just said you do. Like, don't take it back.
No, I'm not trying to take it back. How can I word it? I mean, each other woman my age has their own complexity and vibrancy.
You know what it is right now? You're really afraid to say anything unflattering about women. But it's okay. Like, we could say honest truths, but if it's okay that you think differently than other girls, you don't need to justify them.
I don't feel like I'm the only girl that thinks like this.
That's fine.
So, I don't know, maybe out of some of the people that I know, I'm kind of...
You're in college, right?
I am, but...
And you regularly walk around, look around, and like, oh, I don't think like most of these girls.
Really, from the pandemic, I've been taking school at home.
Since you've been back?
I haven't been back this semester. I'm taking a break.
So what I'm saying is nonsense and has no merit?
Maybe a little bit.
It's hard to like continue the conversation when you can't admit something that's like true. You know, like it's going to be difficult for me to make any point if you can't admit something simple that we both know is true, right?
I don't think it's admittance either. I mean, I think there's complexity in everyone, and I don't know exactly what those complex thoughts are from everyone else, but I'm having trouble putting it into words.
Me and my friend Connor are visiting from Ottawa, and he is from Iowa? Idaho? One of them. One of the eyes.
It doesn't fucking matter, bro. Just like, doesn't matter really.
No.
I don't, whatever. How much do you lie?
I don't think I lie very much. I feel like I'm someone who doesn't lie very often.
What was the last thing you lied about?
Oh, actually, it was kind of fun. It was a random thing, but my friend was just randomly asked us if we ever had the talk as a kid, like the sex talk and everything. And I said that I did, even though I didn't for some reason.
To try to seem like you were normal?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it just kind of naturally slipped out that yeah. But then he didn't have it either, so it didn't matter in the end.
Did you admit to the lie, or you just stayed in it?
Well, I
You stayed in it.
Yeah, I stayed.
Why do you think you didn't admit the lie?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like with small lies like that, it might be just easier to not bother, right? It's I don't know.
I think it's harder long term because now you got to think of it and keep up with your lie instead of just getting it out there. You know, if you just admit it immediately, then it's off your chest. And now you need to keep up with your lies in your head, oh, you got to think of the reasons why he thinks I'm this way. I didn't tell him the truth.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it depends on the lie, though, right? That sort of thing, I feel like it'll probably never come up again, right? It's not like a major lie.
Until it does. One time you're going to be like, hey, he never had a sex talk? And then you're like, actually I did. You're like, what? You told me?
It's man, that time 3 years ago, yeah, I don't know. I feel like small lies just kind of come out naturally like that sometimes, right?
Why are you lying?
I don't know. I mean, specifically in that instance, it was because, my dad, it was, to fit in. My dad passed away when I was young, right? So it was gotta...
Maybe it was you didn't want to have to go into that uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, you don't really want to, talk about. If you're just having a normal conversation, you don't want to, that, slip out, right?
How confident are you?
Scale of 1 to 10? 5 or 6 probably. I feel like it depends on the situation. Talking to women 5 or 6, but if I'm just gonna go hop on your podcast or something like that, I don't mind doing that.
So girls scare you more than being broadcasted to maybe 1 million people?
Yeah, your 991,000 subscribers, yeah.
There's no reason that girls should scare you that much. There's no valid reason.
I know.
This should be 10 billion times scarier.
I know.
And it's not. People sit down every day and they don't care.
Yeah, it's weird. I guess, I don't know. There's, nothing to lose here, I guess, right?
What is there to lose with girls at a bar?
As I said it, I realize it, but, you're right.
Their approval. Their approval is the only thing. That's what you're afraid of, is that the fact that they could reject you.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's just kind of if you get rejected, it's kind of a downer, right?
Why?
I don't know. So blow to the confidence, right?
Why? You're saying the same thing, but you're not giving me a reason. Why is it a blow to confidence?
I don't know. I guess maybe if you have certain image, I don't know, expectations of I don't know, decent enough looking person, someone, if you approach them with,
They should like me.
when you put it like that, it seems so I don't know, yeah.
There's no reason to fear them.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Huh? Yeah, I guess there really is nothing to lose when you put it like that. Interesting.
Thanks, bro. Maybe that's a train. You work construction?
Yeah.
Where do you work at?
I'm working at...
Actually, maybe you don't want to say where you work at.
Right. I'm working on a Google building right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, building for Google.
I feel like a slave.
A slave? No.
Look at you working for Google. Do you even give a fuck about Google? All the atrocities or whatever they do?
No. How much do I lie? I do lie, but I lie if I have to, or if if the outcome is
Worse than telling the truth.
Right, yeah.
What was the last thing you lied about?
I can't remember. That's probably a lie right there. But I honestly...
It was, right? You probably remembered and then just thought it was not worth saying on camera.
Right, yeah.
How confident are you?
In what scenario?
Right now, what's your confidence level?
Definitely not confident. I don't know, maybe I am.
On 1 to 10.
If I'm being honest, I was walking here. I don't know if you saw me. I was walking and I'm I recognize your...
Yeah, I saw you make eye contact. Yeah.
I recognize your face.
And I noticed that and I ignored it.
And then I went, I'm I know this guy. And then my friend's go talk to him. And so I came here and I talked to you.
That immediately brings your confidence level down because you're kind of, in a sense, looking for approval. And that's putting you in a position of rejection.
Right.
So you out of 1 to 10 right now, what are your confidence level? Like 2 or 3?
4, probably. Like if you put me in a room with people I don't know, definitely won't have that much confidence. But if I'm like hanging out with my friends or whatever, and I've known them for a while.
'Cause you don't need a lot of them.
Say that again?
Because you don't have to lie to them.
Exactly, right. That's the point.
I feel like you're not really a jealous guy.
Yeah, I don't really care what people are doing. Like, I'm just like, whatever.
You be doing your own thing, trying to work.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck like what other people are doing if they.
Like social media or anything like that. I just live my life. You know, I deleted all that because it was like, who cares what other people are doing? Like let's say I follow you, right? Chances are you're not gonna follow me back. You're not gonna know what I'm doing. Like, so like, I'm just posting stuff and no one's gonna see it. And
In the echo chamber.
right, exactly. I wouldn't say I'm really that jealous at all. Like, I guess if someone's better than me at something, but then that would kind of motivate me to be better than them and like work harder or something.
Yeah. I think jealousy all starts from the same place of inferiority. Like you see someone that's doing better than you, just depends on how you act on it. You know, you're choosing to be better, and then a lot of people just, you know, get envious and then hate.
I remember someone said something like, you have no control over anything on this world, but you can only control the way that you react to things. That's what someone said. Do you agree with that statement? Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't take that responsibility. They're like, I'm jealous so I can do this. This is how I feel. Like, you don't have to act on your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You can pick the best option. You're picking the best option when you get jealous. Be better. Do you think everyone follows that?
Definitely not. I feel like a lot of people play the victim instead of like being better than that and then improving on yourself. I feel like a lot of people can put themselves in a better position, especially in New York, but they decide to choose the easier way.
Being the victim.
Right, exactly.
I think a lot of people don't realize that to get to the top of success, you have to think like you. You need to be able to say, my confidence level is like a 3. Sometimes people are more successful than me. Sometimes I'm like, I don't feel perfectly confident. That's literally the only way to get to. Most people will just live in their nonsense. Yes.
And then improve on them, right?
No one sees that.
Right.
How much do you lie?
Not a lot.
You're looking at me like, what is he trying to get?
Yeah, I'm trying to guess.
You don't trust me. Why don't you trust me?
No, it's not that I don't trust you. I'm just curious. What's the deal?
How confident do you think you are?
Depends if I feel like comfortable in the situation. If it's
Right
like,
now, you don't feel comfortable.
no, not really. Sorry.
So what level is your confidence at right now?
Right now it's like 6.
What do you think is making you uncomfortable about the situation?
Because I didn't expect this at all. So
But now you're in it for like 3-4 minutes. Like, what's still making you uncomfortable?
maybe I'm getting more comfortable with time. The more time I sit on this chair. So
You think it's like the cameras and the microphone and a man and stuff?
maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm not used to that. So
When do you feel you're at your most confident self?
class. Yeah, like presentation class, because like when I know what I'm talking about, like I'm pretty confident.
Oh, when you talk about economics, you know everything, so you have nowhere to.
Not really, but like yeah, sort of like that's my playing field, and I'm confident there.
So maybe you're a little less confident in this situation because you don't know all the moves.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna ask next, so like
What is there to be afraid of? You know, if you know yourself, I'm just asking you questions. What's the fear?
that's true. Probably the fact that English is my second language. Sometimes I'm like, am I making sense or no?
You're making complete sense. Like more than most American girls, for real.
Just going to French.
Mimosas and stuff with a bunch of friends.
Yeah, something like that.
How many? It's like 3 girlfriends.
Oh, just one. Yeah.
You got really dressed. You did your makeup too, everything for one girl.
Yeah, I do it on the train. I'm not even finished yet. Yeah.
What else do you have to do? Is that why you have the mask on to cover the unfinished part?
No. Yeah. I guess. Corey.
Corey, how much do you lie?
A lot.
What do you lie about?
My name.
Good though. See that's the level of honesty that a lot of people would. Isn't that pretty honest to admit you lie a lot? I would consider you less of a liar than most people because you say how much you lie.
Yeah, I guess.
Why'd you lie about your name?
I didn't lie about my name just now, but I usually do.
Oh, the creepy guys when they come up. So I'm not creepy. I deserve the real name.
Yeah.
Feel what I'm saying? Okay, what's the fake name?
Ezra. I have a whole story for it.
She has a boyfriend.
She sometimes does. It depends on the guy.
What's her story?
Her mom named her Ezra because her mom just loved that name, and whether she had a boy or a girl, her name was gonna be Ezra. So
That's just not a boy's name, is it?
I mean, I think it is, but Corey's a boy's name too. But it derives from my real name. My real name is Corey, and it's a boy's name. And my mom just loved that name, so it's part true. You know, when you're a liar, you have to add a little bit of truth.
Half truths. The unisex name. I see that.
Yeah, so that's what her name is.
Is that really like it lying, or is that playing a character like when you go out and talk to guys at bars?
Is there a difference?
Yes, I think so. I think they don't really. I think they're lying too. They are. The whole shit is a game. Like drinking, going out. That whole conversation's bullshit.
Yeah, true.
So when do you really lie?
At work.
Like what? I have to go to the bathroom, or I'm late because.
I once lied that I was in a car accident. I was crying and everything. I was just overslept.
Crying worked. Like nobody doubted you.
I cried on the phone. I was like put together when I was here. When had to go to work.
I wish I could have a crying voice. If I cried on the phone, I think they'd laugh. Do you get mad when people lie to you?
Not if it's for a good reason.
Really?
Sometimes you need to be lied to.
Why? Because you can't handle the truth?
Yeah, some people can't. And sometimes I can't either.
Do you think you realize that you can't handle the truth right away? Do you appreciate the lie right away, or do you get mad and then like, oh, I realize why you lied?
It's like a process. I don't appreciate the lie right away, but once you figure it out, it's like, okay, I understand.
Do you think that was a maturity thing, or did you always think that way?
No, definitely. I don't know. I guess I don't even know if that's maturity, even think about it that way, I guess. Yeah.
That's a good question. How much do you lie to yourself?
Not often. Only when I'm feeling down. Like, I'm like, no, you got this. You're good. It's okay. You are going to get through this. Even though I don't believe it in that moment, sometimes you just got to say it.
Fake it till you make it?
Yeah. No, it really does help.
I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I think female confidence comes from looks. They feel more confident the way that they dress. I feel like their confidence should come from who they are. You feel me?
I know, but you're not saying your confidence comes from who you are. You're saying your confidence comes from what you do. It has nothing to do with like, I'm so great as a person. You need to earn, you need to give in order to be confident. You're saying that they can just not even be confident in looks. It's the bare minimum. They can be confident for who they are. Why?
Because, you a female. You have a lot of power in this world. A lot of females don't see that. You have a lot of power in this world. Because you could be a female, you could get a man that has millions, and you could be broke.
You don't have, do you guys argue?
Yeah, we argue.
We argue.
Yeah.
What do you think you mainly argue about?
Politics.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So adult stuff,
Yeah. And it's usually stuff that's it's not central politics. It's fringe stuff.
What, fracking and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oil prices?
Yeah. Stuff that truly.
Whether or not the war in Iraq was a good idea,
that stuff is, but that stuff's yeah.
Yeah.
That's further out, but that's also older stuff. That's yeah, we'll have some historical political arguments.
Yeah.
And it's that's what she did. She studied history and she liked politics. Not me, man. I didn't study history.
But we get into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not really arguing. That's what you like doing. That's your favorite subject.
Debate champion, everything
You were the debate kid in class?
Yeah.
What she does is she sets me up. I didn't debate, right? So it's you play name a sport growing up, and then she finds someone who doesn't do that sport, and then she wins at it.
What do you fight about then? Do you fight?
No, just about the.
Yeah, honestly, I can't think of any other big one.
Why? Do you fight a lot with your significant other about not politics?
Yeah, about regular stuff like cheating and hating each other and despising the relation, not politics.
Yeah, we should do more of that. The political arguments drain me, man.
They drain you? Political arguments?
Most of them I don't. Okay, look, end of the day, I know what's the responsible thing to say, but
Sometimes he just trolls me.
I'm tired, I don't care.
What do you troll her about?
No, she'll take a stance and I'll ask a lot of questions, and then she won't answer the questions.
I think yesterday was about Elizabeth Warren.
Native American?
Yeah, see, he'll do that. He'll do stuff like that. So, yeah.
Do stuff. What did I do?
I did not say anything that.
I was talking about how I think it's a moral pursuit to serve the public and do things in the public interest. So I don't think the profession itself is corrupt, but individuals are.
You don't think politicians are corrupt?
Individual politicians, yes. But
So you genuinely think politicians sign up to serve people?
Well, in an ideal functioning.
No, but like now, don't say ideal because that's not real. But like, what is happening? Do politicians sign up to help people?
So there, like, for example, Bernie Sanders is a great example of something like.
One guy.
There's a.
Do you think Elizabeth Warren cares about people?
Yes.
You don't think they just want power?
I think some of them just want power. Yes. So yeah, we spent like 4 hours on this.
Most people no. So give me something else. She goes, Elizabeth Warren. I go.
She said she's Indian. What do you?
Yeah, years ago, right?
Like what? 10 years ago? She's 80, so she was 70 when she said that.
That's true. It was messed up, but she put together the Consumer Protection Bureau.
Tell. I said.
Brainchild.
What do you admire her for?
The Consumer Protection Bureau.
She cares about consumers and protection.
What is that? What even is that?
It helps the little guy fight companies and corporations when they've been swindled.
But
How? What?
keep asking. You're trolling now, right? That's right.
No, I'm not trolling. You said an act, but like, what does that even? Just because you said an act doesn't mean that politicians are good.
The title of the act is never what actually is in it. So like, what is in it? You know.
Little guys, like generally, do you think little guys are protected from corporations? No, Walmart is going to destroy every single mom and pop business.
Not enough.
Not at all.
But steps like that are steps in the right direction.
But what is the step is the question. That's what I'm trying to learn.
Yeah, I think that's just something like you say.
A good step. I don't know it, and I'm trying to ask, but I'm not.
I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the expert on the Consumer Protection Bureau, but
You went to school for this.
it's a history major.
Where does your security come from?
Years of being insecure.
And overcoming that and mastering that?
Yeah.
How do you think you overcame the insecurities?
You got to go through the fire. You got to you have to, kind of face yourself and those things that you may not be comfortable with. And once you actually go through those things and realize like it's not so bad and realize you're not the only person, you breathe a little easier.
Did you have to admit that you were at a low point to start improving?
Yeah, usually you kind of know. You kind of know you're at a low point, or you know that those who have a certain level of clairvoyance, I feel like. But I knew that I had some insecurities, and there were things that I wasn't really like feeling great about. So I had to learn to feel great about it. I had to learn that these were the cards, so.
You just have to appreciate the cards you dealt.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Why not?
Chilling. I think also a lot of people, they feel more secure when they have a partner. I've never, growing up like feeling othered or feeling like I wasn't quite as cool as the next person, it kind of helps you be content with being alone.
You have to be.
Or you just are.
Do you think people lack self-awareness?
Yes, highly. Yes.
You seem like a self-aware person.
I am.
And I'm realizing now, I'm just like brainstorming. Like, do you think it comes from do you think self-aware people need to admit their low point? I think a lot of people lack self-awareness because they don't even want to admit that there's anything wrong to ever improve. So it's like they're at a low point and they're like, there's nothing wrong with me. Yep. And then they just stay wrong.
Stay wrong and strong and loud. It's pretty sad.
Oh, you don't give a fuck.
No.
Let them be.
I mean, come to the other side so you can be secure and not need anyone and aware and emotionally intelligent. But, if you choose to be over there, that's cool too.
You can stay there.
America.
I got it. Thanks for watching. The full version is on Patreon can you do it? Just hold it. Okay. Thanks for watching. The full version is on Patreon. My favorite one was the one with the gay architect professor. He was the funniest of them for sure. If you want to join the quality waitlist, click the link in the description. She's cringing behind the camera. You're cringing at me. Just say I'm cringy if I'm cringy.